Warning, this video contains phenylethylamine releasing tactics. Phenylethylamine is the love drug, one of the most potent drugs known to the human species. I suggest that you sit between two substantial, soft-looking people, because you might just pass out.
Communication training with Dan O'Connor.
All right, so here it is. We should have gone already now through steps 1 through 4. You've already walked up, you introduced yourself, you asked a question, you made some, casual banter, and you then took off and you demonstrated. Remember, you want to demonstrate limited time and limited quantity, because those two things are naturally attractive to other human beings. So you've done all of that and you walked away. When you walk away, you want to deliver. You ready for this? The lingering look with the pivot and lean. Are you ready? The lingering look is, when you first meet people, you can't help it, it's natural to find them staring at you when you're at work, if you're dating someone at work, maybe your boss or a coworker, but you see somebody looking at you and the look lasts a little bit longer than a regular look, maybe a lot longer. Or you're at a party and you've spoken to someone and you keep looking at each other and you notice that as they're speaking to someone else, they're looking at you because they just can't take their eyes off of you. And then later on somebody might say to you, by the way, I don't know what you saw in him, or I don't know what you saw in her. And you might think to yourself, oh gosh, what did I see in them? I don't know. It's okay, you were on drugs. When the brain releases phenylethylamine, as we've already mentioned, you are drugged up. You might as well be on PCP. You see things that aren't there. You hallucinate. That's how powerful the drug is. And since it's natural, we think, no, really, this is destiny. This must be destiny because I feel something I've never felt before. Yeah, drugs. So when you walk away and you want to really, hammer it home because you want that person to call you, or if somebody has now walked away from you and you think, I'm going to call you and you're going to go out with me, or whatever it may be, you want to go to the next phase. Remember, lingering look, pivot, and lean. Here's how it goes. Let's say that I'm at an occasion where I met somebody. Now I've gone through the first few steps and now I've walked away. It is always best to, when you're on the make, go with people because you can set them up as props. Remember in our other communication lesson, we talked about using a personal card as a prop. In this case, I'm going to put two people around as props, maybe one right here and one over here. And this is why. Because the lingering look is, no matter what I'm doing, I could be writing something down, I could be eating a cupcake, I could be putting a turkey in the oven if you're at home.
It's turkey time, gobble, gobble, gobble.
Because remember, if you want to rekindle the flames of love, do the things that people do when they first fall in love, and those flames are a flaming high, like these. And I know that, some of us, I know, if you go home tonight and you start giving your spouse the lingering look and the pivot and lean, they're going to be like, as they're eating a chicken wing, you're like, what? What's wrong with you? But if that happens, if you are somebody where if you were to exhibit some of these things, your spouse or your significant other, whomever it may be, would look at you like you're crazy and be like, what is wrong with you? Then you need to do this more often. You need to do this more often. People should not think it's odd when you act in a loving or coquettish way with your love partner, interest, whatever. It shouldn't be abnormal. And by the way, they'll get over it, and all of a sudden start being like, I'm getting a look. Because how people will say, occasionally, maybe you've said this, wow, did you see the way he looked at me? Or did you see the way she looked at me? He hasn't looked at me that way in a long time. Tonight's going to be a good night. Because we notice there's something different about that look, but we maybe can't put our finger on it. But that's the job of me as a tactical communication trainer to show you, here are the steps. Here's what you're going to do. Ready? You're going to put one person over there, and you're going to talk to this person, that you came with. And it doesn't matter what you're talking about because you're just using them as a prop. So you might be like, yeah, I'm having a good time tonight. These drinks are great. I've never had a martini like this. It must be the olive juice. It's the olive juice. The olive juice. Okay, so now that I'm doing that, okay, I'm going to say strategically to my friend over here something like this. Now, by the way, I'm looking at the person and they might be looking away, but they're noticing that every time they look over here, I'm looking at them. I'm going to talk about this in a minute because we don't want to do this if they're not interested. Okay, so I'm doing this. I'm leaning over here, but now watch. I have this friend over there and I say, what'd you say, John? That's right. Yeah. Ooh, that felt so good, didn't it? Didn't it? Did you feel it? Well, I made some sugar. Blood pressure went down, but woo, that felt good. It's a camera. That's how much fun I left them when I got pent up in here. Woo. Just a minute. Crystal Dixon, if you're watching this, you know. Hi everybody, it's Dan O'Connor, and as you can see, I'm here today with Justin Bieber. We're in Ajijic, Mexico, nestled in the Sierra Madre region of Jalisco. I'm going to demonstrate how anybody can do the pivot and lean along with a lingering look, even a child star.
Like Justin Bieber.
So, here's what I'd like you to do if you could. Justin, drop your napkin on the floor, and as you pick it up, before you start to lean over to pick up the napkin, make eye contact with the lens of the camera and maintain that eye contact the entire time until you have returned from picking up the napkin. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, keep looking for it. Did you feel that? Felt pretty good, didn't it? Good job, Justin.
Thanks.
Is it too late to say you're sorry? Sorry. Okay, so Justin has now had a chance to practice the pivot and lean with the lingering look for a minute. So you saw the first time that he did it, but I'd like to show you how quickly your skills can develop when you simply practice things a couple of times. So are you ready, Justin? Mm-hmm. Now the first time he did it, as you could see, he looked kind of like a stalker slash serial killer slash crazed, insane asylum escapee. So now he's gonna do it again, and he's gonna look more natural. And remember, the only keys to it are, you want to pivot your body and lean over as you maintain eye contact. Okay, ready? Mm-hmm. Take it away. Oh, this is, oh, look at that. Oh, did you see that? Way to go, Justin.
Yep.
Okay. I'll be coming too soon again, or what?
That's all you have to do.
That's all you have to do. All right, we'll be back live from
The Sierra
Solid Gold
Madres.
Dancers, circa 1987, after this. Okay. Stabilize the blood sugar. Remember this hot tip. Once we've gone through the first few steps and you've said goodbye and you walk away, as the hunter, you want to be looking back the whole time for a good 45 seconds to 60 seconds. Because